Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make some really healthy donuts which are super high in protein. Now I've been having this on my 5 months in my journey for my weight loss, where I've gone from this all the way over to this, okay, where I've gone from 90 kgs down to 74 kgs. Now I was having these donuts twice a week whilst I was going through my fat loss journey as well. And yes, I'm still in my fat loss journey, but I'm still putting foods like this into my journey as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you the ingredients, what you're going to need, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so all you're going to need for this one here is you're going to need to get hold of some Greek yogurt. I've got the fat-free version. Now if you want to put more fat into these donuts, you just use the full fat, obviously. And then we've got the coconut flour. Okay, so we're going to be using some coconut flour for that one. And then I'm just going to go and chuck in some plain flour as well. And then obviously you're going to need some baking powder to go with it. You're going to need to get a protein of your choice. It doesn't matter which one you use. I'm going to use this one here, and it's going to be the cookies and cream flavour. So I'm just going to use that one. And then we're going to use the good old skinny syrups. And I'm just going to use the white chocolate for these, so they come out like a chocolate or as a base on the top as well. Okay, so this is really simple to put together. Ready? Okay, and the other thing you're going to need is a pair of kitchen scales, and you're going to need a large mixing bowl as well. So first step, just going to get your bowl, and we're going to stick it on the scales, and we're just going to zero this thing out. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is we're going to get the coconut flour. Okay, we're going to put 30 grams of coconut flour just inside here. Okay, so next step is you're going to put another 30 grams, but this time we're going to put in the plain flour. Okay, so we're going to go back to the scales, we're going to zero that back out, and we're going to put in another 30 grams of flour. So next step is the baking powder. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in 3 grams of baking powder straight inside here. Just make sure you zero off your scales as well at the same time. Okay, so next step is you're just going to get your protein of your choice. Okay, so all I'm going to do is we're going to put this back to zero, and we're going to put in 30 grams of protein powder straight inside that bowl. Okay, so as you can see, we've got all the dry ingredients in there now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the wet ingredients in now, which is really simple. Okay, so we're going to zero this thing back off. Once that's zeroed back off, we're going to put in 170 grams of Greek yogurt straight inside there. So now everything's in the bowl. So all we're going to do now is literally just going to keep turning this around until it turns into like a sticky dough. And hopefully after about 30 seconds, this is what it should come out like, okay? So it should be just like that, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and grab the donut trays. Okay, so this is always the fun part for me. If anyone knows of an easier way of doing this, just let me know in the comment section, okay? But then all we're going to do is we're just going to try and get it in, just like this, okay? Put it in and try and even it out a little bit. And we're just going to spread all of this mixture all around as many of these donuts as we can. Okay, so after a couple of minutes, you finally get them into the donut trays, okay? So you're going to preheat your oven to 200 degrees. And all we're going to do is we're going to stick these in here. And we're just going to leave them for about 10 minutes. Okay, so after 10 minutes, we just get these things out of the oven. Okay, and now they're done. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to leave them there, because you're going to need to leave them to cool down for at least 5 minutes before you can pop these things out. Okay, so after 5 minutes, you should be able to pop them out, okay? So you can either eat them like this, or you can do what I do and like to mix these things up a little bit, okay? So we are going to use the white chocolate skinny syrup this time, okay? But we're not just going to drizzle it over the top, okay? What we're going to do is going to get a bowl, and we're going to stick this stuff inside a bowl. Okay, so I'm going to get my scales out again. I'm going to put this thing over to 0, and we're just going to put in 50 grams inside here. So we're not going to need too much of this, so we're just going to weigh it out, get it out to about 50, just like so. Okay, so now what we're going to do is a nice, easy bit, okay? So what you're going to do is you're just going to put some over the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go and get one side, and all we're going to do is stick it in, and we're going to just do this. That's it, and just push it around, and there you go. And you've got a bit of a white chocolate coating on top of your donut. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of them. So now, as you can see, I've got a bit of a glazing over the top. Now, if you want to go that one step further, you can also go that one step further. So if you want to take it that one step further, okay, you can grab these Cocoa Pops. So you should only need one serving when you do this, okay? So just look on the back for the one serving. So it's 30 grams for a serving. So all I'm going to do is just going to whack 30 grams straight inside. Right, so you want to take it up a little bit, okay? So obviously we've got the white chocolate on here, okay? You can just give that a little bit of a dip. As you can see, that will then stick to the top of that. And then you can obviously mix it up a little bit and make it so it's a little bit more, got a bit more calories on it as well. So you've got a bit more calories to play with if you can do it. And there you go. There's some nice, easy, healthy, high protein donuts. So like I said, really easy to make as well. This took me a maximum of about 15 minutes, okay? So I've been having this twice all the way through my journey, okay? I've been having it all the time. Absolutely love it. I've got loads and loads of recipes which I've been having. If you want me to put any more of my recipes in, just put it in the comment section for me underneath, and I'll put these little recipes together for you as well, because I want to put it all into a massive playlist for you as well, so you can just have a look as well. But check this out, you can have this sort of stuff even when you're dieting as well. It's all about being in a calorie deficit. That's all it is, okay? So you can have stuff like this, okay? So you ready for the macros for this? Okay, so total macros for that whole plate of donuts is 462 calories in total. So total protein, you've got 43 grams of protein in there, you've got 47 grams of carbs in there, and you've got 7 grams of fat in there. Okay, so they were my donuts. So as you know, I was having those twice a week all the way through, because that's how I've managed to come down from 90 to 74 kg, okay? I never restricted anything from my diet, okay? I just made sure I had the better versions of it, and I made the better versions of it. Now, I've got plenty of these little recipes as well. If you want to see any more of these recipes like this, all you got to do is just put it in that comment section for me underneath, and I will quite happily put these things together. I'm also going to put the recipe for you inside the description box as well. So if you want the whole recipe, I'm going to stick it all inside there, so you can just copy and paste it. But yeah, like I said, it is super easy to make. Just also make sure you're tracking it into MyFitnessPal as well, because that way you're going to keep yourself on track and everything. So if you're going in a maintenance, then you won't go over your maintenance, or if you're in a slight little surplus because you're trying to gain a bit of muscle as well, you can use that. Or you can have it on a cutting diet. I'm in my cutting phase at the moment still, okay, and I'm still having donuts like that at least twice in a week for myself as well. So you don't need to restrict anything, okay? So, and if you want to add anything else to it, you don't have to put cereal on it. You can put cookies on it. There's all sorts you can put on the top of that as well. Obviously, just make sure it's fitting your macros at the same time. So if you want to see any more footage like this, you know what to do. Just like, subscribe, hit that bell button down there, and I'll see you in the next one.